I know what you're thinking. It is strange to see all sorts of animals who are standing in 2 feet. I will say about this movie, it is truly a mixed adaptation of Tarzan and Spirited Away. After all, this story does have the 2 worlds and 1 family. And also a story about a young boy who had entered a brand new world that he had never seen before. That is way different than the world that he came from. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today I have finally another movie review to do. And this is a pretty darn good movie to watch. And yet it is directed by the very same guy who did Wolf Children and Belle. And I also did those movie reviews as well. From one that's some years ago, while the other is a few years ago. Well, if you haven't seen any of my movie reviews, I'll go ahead and leave a link down below for it so you can check out my previous movie reviews that did feature the very same director who did work on these movies. But overall, this is my next one. So for my next movie review is The Boy and the Beast. And like I said, I will call it the mixed adaptation of Tarzan and Spirited Away. And yeah, it's almost like a Miyazaki movie when I watched this movie. Yeah, it had that Miyazaki vibes to it. For some parts that I know that's in this movie. And yeah, there's a back as well. Pretty cool, huh? So without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my next movie review of The Boy and the Beast. Okay, what the heck should I say about the main plot of the story? It's a story about a young boy named Ren who decided to run away from home after when he had lost his mother from some type of accident that we do not know of. And he is not comfortable to be with his mother's side of the family because he doesn't know them that well and he really wants to spend time with his father after when he and his mom got divorced. Maybe because of child issues or something, I don't know. So yeah, he ran away from home and he really wants to live things on his own until one night he met a cute little mousy-like creature named Chico. He is so dark cute and adorable. And I guess this poor little guy ran away from home too for some unknown reason. And yeah, he is one of these mysterious beasts that might come from that other world that we do not know of. And then, yeah, it did happen on the same night. Rand had discovered a mysterious bear that came out of nowhere who was looking for an apprentice. Apprentice who will become the next generation of becoming a master and doing some martial arts training. You know, martial arts or doing sword fighting and all that stuff. So yeah, the boy had followed the bear and he discovered a brand new world that he had never seen before, where animals can talk and also they can stand on their 2 feet. And yeah, there's a lot of animals to choose from. There is a wild pig who has a lion's mane. And yeah, we do have a monkey who's a big loud mouth. And we have a pig who is so frickin' skinny. And also they got a rabbit who's truly their emperor. That's all I can say about the main plot of the story. I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie? I will let you know is, I freaking love this movie. I did watch this movie 3 freaking times. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I haven't watched the Japanese dub yet. I will eventually, but I'm more focused on the English dub. And I really did enjoy the English dub for this movie, since I'm familiar with Funimation, and I'm familiar with a couple of the voice casts here and there who did this movie. And yes, this movie does have some interesting fun facts you should know about this film. That's for sure. So yeah, I really love this movie so much, and it does feel like I'm watching a Miyazaki film. I will say it had a very good storyline, very good likable characters. I freaking love the English dub very much. I love the sceneries and highlight moments of the film. And the score is so darn fun to listen to. I will say this is the most funnest score that I have ever heard my whole entire life in movie history. There are so many great fun moments about the score that I enjoyed the best. And yeah, I frickin' love the climax. The climax is so darn epic and unique in so many ways. And like I said, it is a mixed adaptation of Tarzan and Spirited Away. That's for sure. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of The Boy and the Beast. Yep, my weakest point of the movie, it's 0. I have no problems with this movie at all. It's perfectly well done, perfectly well detailed. And I'm looking for an epic masterpiece film that I haven't seen for so many years. So, no weak points. None. I will say for the strongest points of the movie is really the English dub. I fell in love with the English dub so darn much, and I really love all the actors and actresses who did play their characters very, very well. I like the voice actors, the 2 voice actors who did play the main character of the film. I love the actor who did the bear, and the actor who did the monkey, and the actor who played that skinny pig, and also the voice actor who did the rabbit emperor. And I also like the part with the actress who did play the main character's love interest. Well, I know they haven't really fallen in love, they were just friends, but at least they're trying to get to know each other, and that's a good point of the movie. So yeah, I will say the voice acting is very well done, and I'm glad they picked all the rightful actors and actresses who could play the characters very, very well. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit this movie has some interesting fun facts you did not know about this movie. Okay, let's go on to these interesting fun facts I found with The Boy and the Beast. Did you know about the English dub about The Boy and the Beast named Lucy Christian? The one who played Ren in this movie? Yeah, she knows how to play boy characters very, very well, and her voice fits so perfectly for a couple of boy characters that she did play in the previous anime TV shows or movies. I just rather go with the 3 boy roles that she did play the best, in my opinion. She played the young Genosuke Sama from Basilisk. She did play one of those young Sama boys from the remake of Fruits Basket. But my most favorite role that she have ever done in her career, and truly one of the most underrated performances that she ever done in her whole entire life, is truly Tetsunosuke Ichimura from Peacemaker. That is one of my most favorite performances that she have ever done in her whole entire career. And my most favorite voice work that she did from many, many years ago. So yeah, she knows how to play boy roles very, very well, and her voice fits so perfectly for each single one of them. And speaking of Lucy Christian, to tell you the truth is, Funimation's not the very first company she ever worked on. Her very first company that she ever worked on is one of the most forgotten anime companies of all time in English dub wise, is called ADV Films. And she is one of the best voice actors out there, who could, be a part of a great company that featured good anime series here and there that featured the English dub. I did remember she did play Akane Chidori from Full Metal Panic and Full Metal Panic Fumofu. I can't remember which other dubs that she did from ADD Films. And yes, there was another actor who also got involved with ADV Films. It is that actor who did play the pig. He also played Yoshita from Peacemaker and Hyoma from Basilisk. So you got two familiar actors who did get involved with the two English dub animes. And also, speaking of Peacemaker and Basilisk, they came from an anime company called Gonzo. So you got two familiar voice actors who did get involved with two good anime series that are pretty darn underrated to us that featured in Gonzo. And yes, it is true, there is some other actors and actresses who also got involved with ADV Films. You'll know which ones they are if you ever seen the later on projects when we still have Funimation back then. So that's a good fun fact to be found. So I think those... Oh yeah, one last thing about another fun fact you should know about this movie. I did found a couple of references and hidden Easter eggs that came from in this movie. I did remember there was one shot moment in the sliding thing. It did happen in Wolf Children that featured the sliding camera moment. There is one in the film. And also that big giant cloud moment that came from Belle. If you pay attention to those familiar references, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, those are my main strongest points of the film, is the English dub and a few fun facts to be found in this movie. And now let's go on to the characters. I will go with two characters that stand out to me. Just two characters. I do like the main character, Ren. He's a really good character. It says he had a good storyline. I do like the bear character. He's a rough and tough cookie. He can be cocky for the most part of the movie. I'll just rather go with just two characters that were never talked about much. The first character I want to talk about is Chico. And surprisingly, it's been played by Malika Rehal. Yep, another good familiar actress who is also a part of ADV Films. I did not know she's going to play a cute little mousy-like character in the movie. Now that character is so darn cute, adorable. It's such a sweetheart. And also, the surprising thing about this character is he did stay with the main character all this time in the movie. He never want to lose his sight, I guess that little guy wants to stay by his side no matter what. Keep him company and make sure he won't be alone anymore. After all, I love that guy. He's so darn cute and adorable. I wish I could keep him. Yeah, he is some type of little mouse or a hamster or whatever, so I love that character overall. And I will say another character I love in this movie is the Rabbit Emperor. Sorry, I knocked over something in this area, but yeah, the next character I want to talk about is that Rabbit Emperor dude played by this actor I really don't know of. I know everybody calls him Lord, but he's more like an emperor in this movie. He's the most coolest looking emperor character I have ever seen in an animated film. But at least the best part I love about this Rabbit Emperor is he treated everybody with respect, for both the rich and the poor alike. He's a really, really nice guy. And he just wanted to be very well behaved and using good manners, and after all, it may be his kingdom, but at least he treats everybody with respect and he loves everybody. He's a very kind, gentle soul. That's all I could say about that cool character. I will say, for my final thoughts of the film, overall this is one of the best movies I have ever seen in my whole entire life, and a close way to a Miyazaki film. It had a good storyline, it has good characters, good 2D hand-drawn animation, it had a fun score, and it had a really good climax that nobody will never forget in film history. So I give this film a perfect score of 10 out of 10. This is going to be my most longest one of all. That's for sure. And I gotta get going. I gotta get going on my job at Taco Bell. And I got a brand new shirt that hasn't had the stains in it. So, that is it for now, ladies and dudes. And I'll be back for my next ones to come. So, I'll see you all later, and sayonara.